All right, so this is Ms. Fortino Batanit speaking. I'm giving some information for the grade 12 students who are planning to apply to post-secondary at the end of this school year so that they can start in September of 2023. And actually, this information will be for all grade 12 students because you will need to make sure you're tracking everything and making sure that everything is on track for what you need to obtain your OSSD, your Ontario Secondary School Diploma. So the first thing I wanted to talk about were graduation requirements. So one of the graduation requirements is obviously that you're earning your 30 credits for graduation. So that means 18 compulsory credits and 12 elective credits. When you look at the new system in Aspen, you're going to be clicking on My Info, and then there's a portion down the left-hand side that says Transcript, and then there's another tab that says Graduation Summary. I want you guys to make sure that you are looking at this to check if you are on track for everything. So this will indicate how many of your 18 compulsories you've earned so far, and anything you haven't earned, you should have that in your timetable. How many of your elective credits you've earned. And again, if you are missing any elective credits, we need to make sure that that gets into your timetable. Okay, so that's the first thing that you want to take a look at. The next thing is making sure that you have your 40 hours of community service. I know in the past couple of years, because of all the changes and because of COVID, you haven't had to have the 40 hours. This was adjusted. However, this year, we do need to make sure that all of our graduates have the 40 hours of community service. So there are plenty of opportunities within the school and within the community that you can reach out to make sure that you earn those 40 hours. So again, as you're looking at your graduation summary, you're going to see whether these are complete or not, or how many of the 40 you've completed or not. Again, if there are discrepancies, you come and see us in guidance right away. And then the other portion is the literacy requirement. Again, this was different in the past because of COVID, but we do need to make sure that you have your literacy requirement completed. If there is not a check mark, so when you're looking at the graduation summary, you should see a check mark under the completed column that you have completed that requirement. If that check mark is not there, you need to come and see us right away so that you can get an opportunity this year to either write the OSSLT or obtain your literacy requirement in another way. Okay, so we can discuss that. If that's the case for you, we can discuss that when you come and see us. Okay, so that was the very first thing. The next thing I want to point out is that the applications, when we're talking about applications for post-secondary, we are looking at September of 2023. However, the applications are actually going to be starting in October. So when we're talking about applications for Ontario universities, the first thing that you should be doing, if you haven't done so yet, you should be completing your research behind the programs and making sure you have prerequisites to get in. So for university applications, I always use ontariouniversitiesinfo.ca. That's my favorite website to use, but I also know that the Ontario University Application Centre ensures that it is updated at all times. So it's going to have the most current information for you. So you want to go and do your research there. When you click on ontariouniversitiesinfo.ca, you can browse by program, you can browse by university. So there are advanced search options for you to use. And once you find the program that you're interested in, you click on it and it gives you an overview. It also tells you requirements. And that's what I need you to focus on, making sure that you have your English 4U, ENG 4U, plus you need 5 other courses at the 4U or 4M level to be able to apply to any Ontario university. Okay, so this may be a bit different when you're looking out of province. So anybody looking out of province, you want to look at the university's websites that you are interested in going to. Okay, so that could be in British Columbia, it could be in Montreal, Quebec. Okay, so you just want to make sure that you're looking at those specific websites. All right, so Ontario University's info.ca is definitely our friend. when we are ready to apply for the university programs, it's going to be through the ouac.on.ca. So that's the Application Center website. You will not be able to create your account yet. The school is going to be receiving your PIN letters, which has your PIN number to create your account. And we typically get that near the end of October, beginning of November. So even when they say that applications are open, registration for the OUAC login, you can't do that until you get your PIN letter, and it's not a big deal if it's not right at the beginning of October or when they open the application center. Just make sure that you are ready with your information so that you can create your account as soon as you receive your PIN letter. Okay? Now, what I've done is I've put all the tutorial videos for creating your account on our grade level LMS. So you're going to notice that there is a guidance, grade 12, Cathedral High School LMS, where I'm updating all the information for our grade 12 so you know what's coming up. The calendar is being updated constantly. And one of the things I've put on there is the tutorial videos that the OUAC also has for creating your account. So you can refer to these at any time as well. Okay, so that's going to be for when you're ready to send in your applications. The application deadline is January 12th. However, I always like the students to have their applications completed before Christmas break because some of your programs may require supplementary applications. Those supplementary applications, you can start working on them now, and that way you have them ready by the deadline, which is usually February 1st. Now, if you're thinking February 1st is a long way away, the one thing you want to keep an eye on is the fact that our exams usually end right around February 1st. I think February 1st might be our last exam day for semester 1. So you don't want to be rushing trying to get your supplementary applications done at that time. You can get them done during the Christmas break when you have all of your applications already submitted. Okay, now a completed application means that you've also paid for the application. So it's $150 for the first 3 options, and then any extra ones that you put on there are going to be $50 per selection extra. Okay? All right, so that's for universities. Now for college applications are going to require your English. So English is a requirement for all programs in college and university. You want to do your research on ontariocolleges.ca, and you can, again, research by program category or by the actual institution, so by the college. Okay? And when you do that, you can click on the program of interest, go to the website, and it has the overview and admissions and all kinds of other information that you would need. So you want to make sure you have what you need to get into those programs. Okay? OntarioColleges.ca also has the button where you click apply. You do not need a PIN letter to apply for the college programs. So you just need your OEN, and that can be found through Aspen. Okay, or if you have an old report card, you can find it on your report card, but you just need your OEN number. So you want to create your account as soon as possible, submit your applications, and the earliest time that you could receive an acceptance for college program is November 1st. So some of them do start accepting right away, and you can find out as early as November 1st. But you have to pick your courses, you have to create your account, pick the programs that you're interested in, and pay for the registration or the applications. It's $110 for the first 5 choices, program choices. Okay, so again, right now you should be doing your research for colleges, for universities. Then the next step in October and early November is actually creating your accounts and putting in all of your options, okay, all of the programs that you're interested in, paying for the applications, and then it's a matter of waiting to see when you can hear by, okay? Now, on the LMS, I've also indicated the dates at which colleges and universities are visiting us, when they are hosting different sessions in our area, maybe at their own facilities, so you can actually talk to them in person. Some are virtual sessions that you can sign up for. So there's lots of opportunities to gain more information from the colleges and universities. And I will continuously update the LMS so that you know about scholarships that we know about through the school. But I've also put 3 other websites for scholarship information where it's just direct applications. So that's scholarshipscanada.com, yconic.com, and scholartree.ca. So those are 3 more scholarship websites that you can use throughout the year. Okay, and if there are any other questions, you can always come and see me in the guidance office, with or without an appointment. If you want to come during lunch or during your spare, I welcome that because I want to answer all of your questions and help you stay on track for graduation and for post-secondary plans.